How did you get the acting bug? Like it didn't. Like your route is really
odd.
Yes,
I was interested in it.
Oh, no, you know what I would actually say? I would say it's old school. Because so many of the old school actors, Lee Marvin and all them, literally fought in wars.
Yeah. Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of action back then, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
World War II to Korea to Vietnam. I mean, it was kind of hard.
To avoid it.
Well, I also think that's why those guys are so compelling, because they're little guys. They're like, they all weigh like 140 pounds, but they actually, they saw action, they killed people. So like when Lee Marvin was like delivering lines, I think he was involved in something where like his whole platoon, except for him and like a couple other guys, got like wiped out. There's just something about that, like those guys when they were on screen. So, because you, as much as you're way younger than me and everything, you have like a throwback vibe. You don't have like when I talk to you, I don't feel like that, like I don't know what happened along the way, but there was, I don't know if it's just me being older, but there's just different kinds of people now. Like people are just like, I've just lived, I guess, long enough that, like, I don't know, what the fuck was I watching the other night? I was watching Magnum P.I. because a friend of mine was on it. And the guy's like, Magnum's like stuck in this relationship and his girlfriend's giving him shit that they're not spending enough time. And I'm just like, they never had storylines like this. The guy was just driving around in a Ferrari banging chicks. You know? And then even like the helicopter pilot, like the first guy was jacked and this guy was more like, he had the dad bod going on. No offense to that guy, but I'm just saying like this is, it like.
Who, Tom Selleck or no?
No, the guy who played TC. The original TC guy was fucking jacked. And the next guy, like it was just, everything was just sort of like softened a little. Everybody's like, all right, like the new Magnum is a lot more understanding. And he's like examining it. There was no examination. It was like the first Magnum. If you watch the first Magnum, it's weird. When you go back and watch it, it's just like all these guys are straight, right? They're all just kind of fucking hanging out, doing all this manly stuff, flying helicopters and surfing and shit. There was just sort of something like, it's weird. It's like super manly and then maybe like really gay at the same time. Where now I felt like the new Magnum is just way more. They're just like regular. Yeah. It's like, oh, you solve crimes too, do you? I thought you were in fucking, fucking, I don't know, HR or something. He doesn't. I guess I'll never be on that show. But
I haven't seen the new one, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Even the Ferrari, our movie, it's like it's all pre-psychology. They're not so analytical about. Enzo Ferrari wasn't someone who was like, well, let me think about how I feel about it. He's instinctual and moving forward.
Wasn't his thing like when a driver died, he'd say, that's terrible, my condolences to the family, how's the car?
Yeah.
He was very like.
Yeah, well, in the movie, he talks about a little bit. He had two good friends, Campari and Borzacchini, who were killed by cars that he made, and so he just, he came up with this system of dealing with it, his own psychology of just building a wall. So if anything, and being unemotional about it, and manipulating personalities to get what it is that he wanted, the best out of them, but not getting so close that he would betray any kind of emotion or anything like that when they would die. Yeah.
I cannot wait to see this. Did you shoot this in Italy?
Please
say yes.
In Modena, the town, everything. They'll make more sense when you see the film. But the haircut, the barber where he gets a haircut is the barber where he gets his haircut. The guy who's cutting his hair is the grandson of the guy who cut his hair. The opera house is the opera house. Everything is where the crash is at the end is the actual crash. I would say more about it, but
how long were you shooting over there?
4 months. 4 months, like a month of pre-production.
Is it annoying to have to be working that hard in a place that gorgeous with that good of food and stuff and be like well, you did have weekends off, right? Or were you just...
We have weekends off, but it was like prosthetics, and it's the middle of August in Italy, in Modena, which is the hottest fucking time of the year. So you're doing recovering on the weekends. And my family was there, so you're just recovering, because it wound up being like 17-hour days, 18-hour days, sometimes 20-hour days.
Where do you go?
Long.
Do you have to go somewhere mentally when you go on? Do you have like Because I don't know if this is a stand-up comedian thing, because like I can do my shit in real time in an hour and 15 minutes. I am done, and I can just go chill out. Where like movie, like you have to be there. Like I always leave my phone in the trailer because I don't want. I just look at it like I'm going into a casino. Like I don't know what time it is. I don't know what it is. I'm just here. I'm doing whatever they tell me to do, and then somebody just goes, "Hey, it's lunchtime." You're like, "Oh, okay. I guess it's noon."
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Wait, when you travel on stand up, you're saying that when you're done, you're done. You're shut it off. Is that what you mean?
No, I'm saying that the difference between acting, like the mental strength you need as an actor versus a comedian, is like stand up it's a joke. Like there's nobody fucking telling you what to do. You can do whatever you want to do, and if it doesn't work, you can blame the crowd. It's like this fucking amazing. That's why so many of us are assholes. It's just fucking fuck this state, and just fucking you just move on, right? There's really, you can, if you're not careful, there's no self-examination, like learning about yourself. But I felt like. Then with acting is that you have to be on like this team, and like you can't be like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. You people suck. You can't do that. You can, yeah. So you have to like go there and just know that like, all right, I guess we're doing 17-hour days on this thing, and then it's almost like doing cardio. You have to get like used to doing that.
Yeah.
And
to me, it's very similar to the military, actually. I mean, the stakes are completely different, but it's all about working within a group of people, and you have a role, and you have to do your role really well, and you have to support all the personalities that come in, because for the sake of the movie, not necessarily you. It's the crossovers are obvious to me.
How did you coming from like? The military, like you fit in with Marines and then you also fit in with actors. That's pretty wild to me.
Yeah, I didn't initially with actors. I do now. I mean, it's all about, I'm sure with the same thing with comedy, it's finding the right group of people. I don't fit in with all actors. You can tell right away if an actor comes on set and it's very much about them and their performance and what it is that they're trying to, versus an actor who comes on and because it's stressful, as you know. You're fighting technology, you're fighting time, you're racing the clock, and someone's videotaping the whole thing, and you're never going to come back there and do it again. And if in the midst of all of that stress and stakes, they're there to kind of serve the film and the bigger picture, and you as a scene partner, like those are people that you try to hold on to, and other people that are there for their own thing, or they're fucking checked out when that's your coverage, or they're taking up time and wasting energy, then you try to get rid of those people as soon as possible.
People on their phones in between things.
Fucking yeah.
I don't know how they do that.
I can't stand it.